Hi everybody, this is Boog-ass Reviews, and today I'm finally going to be doing a review on the Solomon Grundy Build-A-Figure. He doesn't come with any accessories, so let's go ahead and take a look at the head sculpt. So taking a look at this head sculpt, McFarlane Toys did an awesome job on this. The varying skin tone there look very nice, the yellow eyes look really good, where the lips are receding to reveal the gums and the teeth look very good. I feel like his teeth should be just a little bit yellow though, I feel like they're a little too white. The hair on the back of his head is painted really nicely. That looks really good. He has some excellent texturing to his torn jacket here. That looks really good. The sculpt detail to this figure is amazing. You have his chest right here, and it's outlined in green where it's stapled on. And that looks really good. I really wish it would have opened up though, like the DC Collectibles version. That would have been really cool. All the different tones on his skin looks really nice. All the cracking in his skin looks really good. Like I said, in between all the places where he's stapled together, you can see some green paint. That looks really good. His skin is textured like it's really dry and cracked. That looks really good. For some reason, he has brown chains around his wrists, and this just looks really funny. It looks like there's some paint over top of it, but it just looks really weird. But actually, this might be a blessing in disguise, because I'm going to do a dry brushing of silver, and I think dry brushing silver over this base color of brown will make it look rusted. I think that's what McFarlane Toys was going for, but the paint entirely missed its mark here. So yeah, I think once I dry brush some silver over top of that, it will look really good. I think it'll look like rusted chains, and it'll look like what they were going for. Just like with the chains, the tie here around the waist is done, it looks like a greenish color, like greenish brown. And yeah, that's definitely a weird choice. I think a black wash over it will look really good, but I don't know. I might paint over top of it and paint this brown, because the green is very strange. Just like with his suit, he has some excellent texturing to the pants. Looks very nice. You can see some more of that cracked skin with the green paint. I do wish the veins would have been painted in blue, especially right here on the chest. I think that would have looked really good. Like when he's being struck by the electricity, I think that would have looked really good. And on his toes, if you look, he actually has some brown paint like his toes are dirty. So I think that was a nice touch. He also has some green paint on the bottoms. So yeah, I think that looks really nice. I do feel like the paint could have been better in some places, but this is still a really nice looking figure, especially if you're like me and don't have the DC Collectibles one. That one is pretty pricey nowadays, so this is a really nice substitute for that. So now let's go ahead and go over his articulation. Solomon Grundy has a ball-jointed head that can only look up that far. He can't really look down that far. He can move his head side to side. He has ball-jointed shoulders that can move all the way out, but when you move them, it makes an awful noise. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, because the joint is really tight, but it feels like it could break because it's so tight. So yeah, definitely be careful of that. He has single jointed elbows that can just about bend in all the way. He has swiveled wrists that can move side to side and up and down. He has a ball jointed waist that can move back that far. He can crunch forward very slightly. He can move side to side here. His hips can only move out that far. He can't quite do a split. He can kick forward just a little bit, back all the way. He has a very nice thigh swivel. That's a really nice thigh swivel. He has a single jointed knee, and I really like the way they sculpted this. I think that looks really good the way they did that. But he has a single jointed knee. It can also move side to side there. His ankles can move down all the way, up all the way. He has a nice ankle rocker and toes that can move up all the way. So now, let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here he is next to Batman, and he definitely should be bigger. In the game, Solomon Grundy is huge, and the size difference really doesn't bother me, because this is more or less what Grundy's height is in the comics, even though it can change, and this is definitely the same size that Grundy is in the Injustice universe. So this could also double as an Injustice Grundy. Here he is next to Catwoman. Here he is next to Raish. Here he is next to the Penguin. Here he is next to Killer Croc. Here he is next to the Superpowers Batman figure. And finally, there he is next to the Page Punchers Batman figure. And I think these look really nice together. Hopefully we get an Arkham Batman, and this will look really good with Grundy. So overall, I would highly recommend picking this wave up and completing Grundy, because he is a really awesome figure. He does lack in the paint department, but that's an easy fix for me. I'm going to have fun doing some little touch-ups on the paint. Like I said, the original one is really hard to get now, so if you don't have that one, this one is a really good version. He could have been bigger, but the size really doesn't bother me because it's an awesome sculpt and overall an awesome figure. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.